In a single day, we generate more data that we have generated cumulatively the day prior.
That is so hard to conceptualize.
Right?
I will not lie.
It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Fuel Accelerator podcast. It's a special edition of the Startup Junkie podcast. My name is Grace Gill. I am the Fuel Director, and I'm really excited to be sitting down with some of the current AI and machine learning cohort participants. So I'm excited to introduce our guest today, Ravi Sharma. Ravi, how are you? Welcome to the show.
We're doing, Grace.
Doing well.
Thanks for having me. And we are very excited to be part of the Fuel Accelerator program. Also, it's an exciting time to be in Arkansas.
Absolutely.
Especially in Northwest Arkansas. Yeah,
Absolutely.
So happy to be here.
Yeah. So Ravi, you're the CEO of Naukr.ai. Tell us a little bit about how you got started. What was your journey? You're a Bentonville local.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about your journey and how you're here now in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, so I think I've been in data science for almost 15 years now. And however, before I landed in Arkansas, I've actually lived on both coasts. So I went to school in Connecticut. Then I did my first corporate gig in California. So after I graduated, I went to California. I worked for the Clorox company, which is, one of the best companies that you could work for. Then I moved out back east again. I worked for the world's largest beer company. I ran data science for them. So I was based in New York City. So we did some really great work, and then the board liked it. And then they asked me, Ravi, how do we scale it up? How do we make it sustainable? So then we recommended that we build a large in-house team. So that took me to Bangalore, India. Mm-hmm. Actually, I was born in India as well, but I had never worked in India. Mm-hmm. So that was a hugely attractive opportunity for me to go back there, and Bangalore is thriving, and it's thriving because of American participation. Because every Fortune 500 company that you can think of, it has some sort of presence in Bangalore, India. So we also saw that, we benefited from it. So I did that for 4 years in India, and then it was time to come back home again. So then we were figuring out whether we should continue to live on the East Coast or go somewhere else. Then I always had an interest to come back to Northwest Arkansas because I was here back in 2008 and 9. Mm-hmm. I mean, it didn't look like what it looks today. Okay, it was literally, Arkansas at that time. But I called a lot of my friends, ex-colleagues. They had nothing but good things to say about Northwest Arkansas. So we just decided to move back here, and I'm so glad we did. And then when you're living in Northwest Arkansas, it is the epicenter of retail, mm-hmm. right?
Yeah.
People think that Northwest Arkansas is all about Walmart. Yes, Walmart attracted all the expat companies here, right? Domestic, mm-hmm. international, foreign, right? But people don't know about this, that in Northwest Arkansas, we have the highest density of retail companies in the world in a 5-mile radius. There are 1,700 suppliers here, right? So I think that presents an opportunity because they are working with Walmart. That's their largest trading partner. And I'm in the data industry. And now with AI coming up, I see a huge opportunity to enable a lot of these companies to continue to become stronger, and also, become stronger not within the data domain itself, but in general, to transact with the world's largest trading partner they have, and continue to excel. So with AI, if you take a step back, it's becoming mainstream now. 5 years ago, it was not. So we have already delved in AI 6-7 years ago in conversational AI, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know if I shared this with you earlier, but we had built an Alexa for enterprise, mm-hmm. a bot you could talk to, like you have Alexa at home or any other bot, right? Play me this song.
Yeah.
Right. So you could actually talk to Alexa and say, hey, I want to look at this brand's sales over the last quarter. So Alexa will blurt it out for you, right? Mm-hmm. So when I moved to Northwest Arkansas, I wanted to do something. I wanted to build something of all the experience I had. And then AI becoming mainstream. I had some background in AI before. So we put this new concept together around data science. And we are excited to be building this as a local Arkansas company that is, I hope, will compete seriously in the enterprise AI race.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so interesting that you say the evolution of AI, because even for me, I mean, I'm still a decently young professional, but even within the time that I've worked for on Fuel in this AI and machine learning cohort, the companies we were working with back in 2022, they were all focused on this natural language processing, this queries, and all of these types of, jargon in a way that was like really explaining the tech at the time. And now we're at a point where that's all understood to be part of it, and we're moving into an even more advanced application of a lot of this technology.
No, you're super privileged because you get to see so many amazing disruptive concepts, right?
Yeah.
In the Fuel program. So I think in the last 3 years you have probably become smarter than all of those founders. You know why? Because you have imbibed everything that they had to share, right? So you have horizontal knowledge, you have probably vertical knowledge too now. But I think you're right. The biggest analogy that I can give you personally for AI becoming a mainstream technology, it has similarities with the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
Right? So what happened 400 years ago is exactly what's going to happen with AI. I think it's going to touch every domain, every part of your everyday life, whether you are in enterprise or outside, right? And I think we are talking a lot about autonomous workflows, right? Agentic. I think the most used word these days is an agent.
Right. That's the newest wave.
Right.
Yep.
So it's like everything is agentic. But if you take a step back, I mean, majority of the people probably don't know how to simply define an agent, right?
Right.
So I think I can use this maybe podium to talk about this. So within AI domain, an agent is actually a self-guided, autonomous workflow that is actually executing a particular action for you, and it can repeat it whether you trigger it from time to time or it can be self-triggered. Okay, so it will act on your behalf. You must be seeing, a lot of these frontier companies, they're coming out with these agents. You literally give them access to your computer and they'll book a travel, itinerary or holiday for you, right? And you watch them in action, right? So we are doing the same thing on the data science domain.
Yeah, that's a perfect segue. Tell us more about Naukr, please.
Yeah, so, Naukr.ai, first of all, I was born in India. So Naukr, in its language of origin, it means a worker, a helper. Also somewhat of a derogatory kind of meaning blue-collar jobs, if you will, right? Back in India. So it's a spin on that. What Naukr.ai is trying to do is to transform every employee in any enterprise setting into an enterprise-grade data scientist. Why just data science only? That's our background. But beyond that, data is growing exponentially every day. It doesn't matter whether you're a small company selling into Walmart or a large company or a Fortune 500 company selling into Walmart, right? You have to deal with data. And generally, how do you leverage data? You leverage data to extract insights and then use insights for data-driven decision-making, right? Data science is a body shop industry.
Yeah.
Because it has method complexity, it has data complexity, and you need specialized skill set to manage that, right? We are saying, no, you don't need specialized skill set or human beings all the time. Why don't we turn these data science workflows into agentic workflows?
Yeah.
Where agents can take action on your behalf. You just have to prompt the system. So that's exactly what Naukr.ai is building. It's building an agentic data science workforce for the retail and the CPG sector.
Yeah.
Where with just a simple prompt, you can run a forecast. With just a simple prompt, you can do clustering, segmentation, anomaly detection, exception reports. Walmart has 4,600 stores today. You could prompt our system and ask Naukr.ai to take you to deep level insights for store number 100, which is just a mile out from here, right?
Yeah.
So it'll take you on the data layer for that particular store, and it'll actually go deeper, and you're just prompting the system.
Yeah.
And if you have to recreate these with the legacy data science, Grace, these things take you weeks and days. We are turning days into hours into minutes, and literally seconds.
Yeah.
So that's the potential of AI. I will also say this, that we are not, Naukr.ai is first a data science company, not an AI wrapper company, because we write our own algorithms.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything we do, it's all in-house R&D, and then we of course overlay LLMs and other AI workflows on top of it to orchestrate the information and the workflows.
Yeah.
So it's an exciting world we're stepping in. Northwest Arkansas, we hope we continue to add value to the local supplier community here and help them with the solution that we're building.
Yeah, absolutely. So take us a little bit through the journey of the company, from conception to traction to where you're going.
So I say this jokingly a lot, but it's also true. So I am a recovering data scientist. So what it means is that it's a very intense domain.
Yeah.
Right. And it, I spent 15 years in the domain. So I felt a lot of these pain points and almost also got burnt out, right? It's serious. So while I was recovering for a year or so, AI was becoming mainstream. So I really thought that there is a huge opportunity to disrupt this domain and do things differently. So we started conceptualizing Naukr.ai back in January or February of 2025, meaning this year.
Yeah.
And then I became more and more confident in its potential. Then I found my co-founder, who also has worked with me for like 10 years at the same company.
Yeah.
And then we started developing the Agentic army for data science in around May of this year. And I think we had a very fast development cycle. So we ended up entering the market for our first few demos, right around the time when we were also starting our journey with Fuel.
Yep.
So late August, early September. So yeah, and now I think our platform, we have a platform as a service where all our agents live. And we have done, many client demos already. We're getting a great feedback, and most of it is positive, right? And I think some exciting things are brewing. And as I said, there are 1,700 suppliers in Northwest Arkansas. Theoretically, everyone can benefit from our technology.
Yeah. Which is exactly where I was going with this. Give some more context for some of our listeners of the importance of data. As someone who's been in the industry for a really long time, and you're saying you're getting good feedback, people understand this problem, and it's only growing. So, where is data going, and how does it fit into our understanding of enterprise business, our day-to-day, as data continues to just get bigger and bigger and bigger?
Yeah. So data is not only getting bigger, as you rightly said, it's not free anymore. So you are probably seeing this even with Walmart. Walmart actually used to give free access to their POS or point of sale data when I was here back in 2008 and 9, right? That is not the case anymore. So now they charge you for the data that used to be free. And then I can extend the same scenario to a lot of other data service providers. So data has become very expensive. If you're spending anything on data acquisition, it is you're obligated in a way to monetize it.
Yeah.
Okay. And data-driven decision making is at the core of data science. If I take a step back, what is data science? You actually put computer science, data engineering, statistics together to extract insights.
Yeah.
Right. You're drawing inferences from data. So just for Walmart alone, they have announced it with an obsession almost for the last 5 years that they want to be perceived as a tech and data company.
Yeah.
Right. So all these suppliers who are now dealing with their largest trading partner, they're going to be literally tasked with dealing with this fast-changing reality, right?
Yeah.
Walmart is integrating AI and data applications deep into their planning processes and everything. So just on the planning side, that's where these suppliers spend a lot of time with Walmart, right? So what does planning look like? At the core of planning, you need demand prediction.
Yeah.
You need to forecast what the next year demand is going to look like. Whatever your time horizon is, right? So we have an agent for that. So we can predict your demand both for inventory as well as shipments and POS, right? Once you start selling in the marketplace, you need to understand consumer behavior.
Yeah.
Okay, how much pricing increase or decrease you should offer in terms of discounts? So every time you take pricing action, there's an impact on your sales.
Yeah.
So our agents can measure, and with a single prompt, you can actually get to that answer. Clustering, assortment analytics, right? At the store level navigation. I mean, all the consumer behavior shopping is happening at the store level. And if you start to compile this data for all the 4,600 stores, I mean, it's a very large data set.
Yeah.
So these suppliers are not, I would say, I mean, they don't have these skill set in order to benefit and continuously from all the data burden that they have.
Yeah.
And that, I think we are in a very unique position to solve. I must also say, a lot of legacy data companies live here in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah.
I mean, by legacy, I don't mean they are like 50 years old.
Yeah.
They're actually very young companies themselves. However, we see them as legacy companies now. That's how fast the technology is moving, right? So I've interacted with a few of those companies myself. And, I mean, they also understand it. We are actually the next version of them.
Yeah.
That's how fast the technology and data landscape is moving. But yes, I think at the net, Grace, if you are acquiring any data, you're obligated to monetize it. And also, if you want to manage risk and growth for your business, you got to have data-driven, decision-making and discipline. And I think hopefully with this agentic approach, we can democratize all of that.
Yeah, I can see how impactful this could be for the industry. As someone, you say we have more data than we've ever had before, but it's also more expensive than it's ever been before.
In a single day, we generate more data that we have generated cumulatively the day prior.
That is so hard to conceptualize. Right? I will not lie.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. Yeah. And if you look at all these LLMs and other things and our attempts, industry's attempts to get to AGI, right? Artificial general intelligence or human intelligence, right, as they call it. I mean, AI needs vast amounts of data. I think we may be tapering off already because we have already exhausted all the data that the humanity had created, and now I mean LLM. I think they are seeing what we call as saturation or diminishing returns, right? So it's taking much longer to train a new model.
Yeah,
it's becoming more and more expensive to extract more value from the baseline model that you may have today or whatever your most recent version is, right? But whatever it is, data is going to be pivotal for any company to continue to open new opportunities and manage their baseline business.
Yeah, especially, I mean, obviously I am not in the data, I'm not a data scientist, I'm not in the data field, but I am a consumer. And so when you put on the hat of being a consumer and you already have these expectations that are almost impossible to believe of, anything you want at your fingertips at any time, all of the time, completely personalized to you, like all of that. And like the amount of hyper personalization, the amount of speed and efficiency of all this stuff, it's something that only technology can keep up with.
True.
But then I'm on this side of the table and I see kind of behind the curtain a little bit, work with companies like yours, and you see that enterprises are still struggling to figure out how to make this viable.
Very much.
And so it's exciting to see folks that are continuing to disrupt the space.
So I think you're actually, I think you literally built the case for us, right? It's unfortunate. I like, there's a joke, right, that economists have predicted 9 out of the last 5 recessions, right?
Yeah.
It's same thing applies to the data industry. Companies have built, they have this unending project called data lake.
Yeah.
It never ends.
Yeah.
And a lot of dead bodies are buried in those projects. Okay,
Yeah.
people have come and gone. A lot of chief data officers have lived and burned through those, and they still continue. You're not going to believe this. I've gone to very sophisticated companies. You cannot extract any continuous data reliably, even today. And I'm not talking about mid-market companies where we are focused. Their situation is even more dire, as you rightly said. I'm talking about publicly listed companies.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you ask them to produce a repeatable report, they're going to struggle.
Yeah.
And the struggle is not just because of data complexity. You're so right. I mean, every time as a consumer, you interact or click on anything, that is a data point.
Yeah.
So I think data is proliferating for sure. But I think, in my opinion, companies have also not done a very good job of, building continuously with the same mindset and approach to it. Every time people change, technologies change, their approach changes, and it's an ever-moving target.
Yeah.
That also applies, by the way, to your team of analysts or data scientists.
Yeah.
So with any churn, there is disruption. Anybody who moves on takes away all the institutional knowledge. And imagine that scenario versus Naukr.ai Agentic platform, where agents, they never fall sick.
Yeah.
They're always available 24/7.
Yeah.
They never quit on you. As long as you don't quit on us, we will not quit on you, right? So that's the beauty of it. It's repeatable, it's continuous, and it's constantly learning to become better on your data.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the beauty and the potential of AI in general, not just for us.
Yeah.
So I think that's the exciting part about it.
100%. And that right there is exactly why this is so important, right? It's exactly that mix of, we've seen a lot of, to your point, AI becoming this knowledge base. It becomes a knowledge base where then you're breaking down silos, that pass off, all of that stuff. But then, add that into an industry that we just laid out of data and data science. And you can really see how important Naukr.ai can be for the industry.
Yeah, we hope so too. I mean, and we're very proud, as I said. I mean, I don't think anybody on the coast, either of the coasts, is expecting to see a cutting-edge enterprise AI company from Northwest Arkansas or in Arkansas in general. I think we are working with that chip on our shoulder, and that's okay. I think that's a challenge we have personally accepted, and we are very proud to be representing Arkansas. It is my second home now, permanent home now, actually, not second home.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of innovation happening here. I can see and feel the energy, which is palpable. We have interacted with some amazing companies in the fuel cohort itself, right?
Yeah.
They're solving amazing problems, and everybody in some shape or form, depth or breadth, they are using AI in their application layer, right? So yeah, I mean, I think, and we have all the data here.
Yeah.
Walmart is one of the world's largest sources of data. So, and AI needs data. So we are very privileged. When I say that, I think we are very privileged to be building this out of Northwest Arkansas, because any AI platform needs data.
Yeah.
And we have the largest data partner here in Northwest Arkansas and Walmart.
Yeah. That's awesome. Which is a perfect segue into asking you, tell us a little bit about your experience with the Fuel Accelerator. Obviously, you're a local company. For some of our other companies that travel, it's, I was blown away about the opportunity in Arkansas. But how has this process been for you as a local company?
Yeah, so I think, first of all, I just want to reiterate, I think we are very fortunate that we got selected, Naukr.ai got selected to become part of the Fuel cohort, AI ML cohort. And through Fuel, I got to see and meet a lot of other amazing founders, right, who are super smart, building disruptive solutions, right? But as a local company, I have a little bit of a, inside view of this as well, right? I think the biggest advantage for Naukr.ai or any other company in Fuel is the mentor network.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys don't bring 5 mentors. I mean, there are 50, right? And call it the the culture in our state here, Arkansas hospitality, Southern hospitality, whatever you want to call it. I think those mentors, they genuinely mean to help you.
Yeah.
Okay. They have done. I mean, I've met few mentors like 5 times already, and they still are as passionate to listen to us, our frustrations, guide us through the opportunities, right? So as they say, if you want to run fast, run alone. If you want to go far, go with other people, right? So I think, or run far, go with other people. So I think that's the analogy I see with mentors, right?
Yeah.
Without them or without, help and support, no startup can scale up.
Yeah.
And I'm selfishly very, I'm almost like, shameless when it comes to asking for help, right? So I do that. So that's, I think, the single most, and I'm sure other founders probably will share the same sentiment on mentors. So fuel management, you and other people, they should continue to capitalize on strengthening the mentor community and their participation in the fuel program, right? So that's like the biggest benefit that anybody will have. Secondly, as I said earlier, I was able to interact with a lot of, in a structured curriculum, a lot of other experts also came along.
Yeah.
So the biggest benefit for me, I can relate to this.
Yeah.
When I started the program, I was selling technology. Whenever I went and I demoed our solution, I almost ended up demoing our technology. I mean, it can do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
It can solve, meaning we only spoke in data science lingo. We never spoke, or we never even made an attempt to understand their pain points.
Yeah.
Right? Who we were selling to. When I started to interact with our SMEs, subject matter experts, and through these mentor conversations, they're like, no. Your approach is totally wrong.
Yeah.
And constant feedback forced me to really flip the script.
Yeah.
And it's really, as simple as that, jobs to be done, right?
Yeah.
So we lead with that now. So data science, AI actually comes far later in our conversations today versus what we used to do as a best practice, right? So that's a huge enabler for me personally, meaning we are focusing on the problems that the solution is supposed to solve rather than just selling the solution, outright, right? And then thirdly, I felt it, Fuel team is very hospitable. Right, we feel it not just because we're a local company. I think everyone feels that way.
Yeah.
There's something special going on in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah.
I also casually or jokingly say that we must not reveal it to the world. It's
Exactly.
just so amazing, right? But I think Fuel is a reflection of that. So all the accessibility, approachability, innovation, Fuel is the poster child for or the benchmark for that. I think so. I think Fuel should continue to grow that image and brand. Bringing some of the best and the most disruptive companies in and around the area. So yeah, I think net, I think Fuel has a huge runway in front of us.
Yeah.
Or if in front of you guys, and I think you should capitalize.
Yeah. Absolutely. We heard a quote one time as we were talking about, Fuel and why this works in Bentonville, and the quote was, you can come to Bentonville and get access to the world.
That's right.
And
that's
it's
very
not
well done. Very well said.
It really does resonate, and it is not expected. It becomes very unexpected, but there is that opportunity there. And as a program, it's glad to hear I'm doing my job. Yeah. But also, we try to be those gatekeepers of, hey, like we'll guide you and we'll take you through that opportunity. But it also is to a lot of credit of the great opportunities and community of Northwest Arkansas.
So true. And I've also put on some weight. Since I started the Fuel program.
Nice.
So, I mean, this is my, freshman. I'm forgetting. I've been out of school for a long time. But yeah, I mean, I put on some weight. That also speaks about the hospitality we have received. We have been fed well. We have been taken care of. both, we have been intellectually challenged. Okay. We have had some great classroom sessions.
Yeah.
So it really feels like you're back in college. And for me, I only live 2-3 miles from where the fuel is headquartered. So for me, it is convenient. But I've also seen a lot of outside, out of state founders coming in, and they're still maintaining the same passion and energy from day zero until now.
Yeah.
It feels like a long program sometimes.
Of course.
But yeah, I think we are now at the tail end of it. We are very excited for the demo day. And we have seen the preparation. I think the fuel team, team really, takes it personally. So that sets the tone for everybody else, right? So yeah, I think I see, and you obviously are doing a challenging job, but a great job, right, on that. So yeah, I think, and we are going to work hard to make Naukr.ai successful, so that we can give back to the fuel community.
Yeah.
It's that's how you pay it forward, right? So we hope that in the next couple of years, Naukr.ai is on the wall of fame for fuel.
Yeah.
And we're very positive that we're going to get there. But yeah, all in all, I think fuel is reflecting just the DNA of Northwest Arkansas now, which is nothing but innovative, disruptive, and very hospitable.
Yeah. Absolutely. We do a lot of serious stuff at Fuel, but it's a little bit like summer camp sometimes, right? We have to go do some of the fun stuff.
It's more than the summer camp. I think I feel like in a freshman year in college, we're eating good food, we're eating some good, we're drinking good coffee, and we're going through a lot of structured curriculum.
Yeah.
But that's the whole objective, right?
Yeah.
Flip the script that we entered with, and yeah, I've had a lot of fun in the last 10 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, to wrap it up here, Ravi, if you go back, all the way back to however far you want to go back, to a younger version of yourself, with all the wisdom that you have now, what is the advice that you would give your younger self?
I have always been a builder. Okay. Even when I was working inside a large enterprise, right? I've only worked for 2 companies. I worked for the Clorox company and the largest beer company in the world. So we build stuff. As a data scientist, you build stuff, right? If I can go back 20 years, I would give myself the advice to start up sooner.
Yeah.
Right? Because technology changes fast.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm definitely experienced, and that is super. It's a great competitive advantage against many of the young founders. But there are a lot of other things when it comes to moving fast, taking risks, right? So I could have started this company even 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But the opportunity did not present itself. You know why? Because when I looked at the data science domain, it had become so commoditized.
Yeah.
I just didn't find any opportunity to present a new solution that would be able to add any value, right? But yeah, knowing the startup journey, how tough it is, how challenging it is, how demanding it is, advice to myself and many others is, whenever you feel confident that you have a breakthrough idea, go for it.
Yeah.
Sooner than later.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So then last question to wrap it up. Who should reach out to you and how can they get in contact with you?
Yeah, theoretically, all the 1,700 suppliers who are selling into Walmart, they deal with data.
Yeah.
Right? And we are focused on CPG and retail. So we want to be partners for all the brokers here. Brokers meaning which are helping companies sell into Walmart, right? So they are agents for them. So we can offer our AI agentic army through them, right?
Yep.
So brokers, any resellers, again, same thing, consulting companies, if they want to integrate any cutting edge tech solution in their technology portfolio that they market to other business partners, we are happy to partner with them. And then directly working with manufacturers and brands.
Yeah.
I think that's what we are more passionate about.
Yeah.
Companies like Clorox and AB InBev, I've seen firsthand how they leverage data for decision making, right? So we want to work with them, and there are a lot of them here. right? Big and small.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's our initial focus, and we are open for business, and we want to partner with them. We want to help them to grow their business. That's the only thing we care about. I could care less about AI or any other equivalent of it. At the end of the day, we want our solution to be a profit center for them, not as a cost center. So yeah, I think that's our dream, and hopefully, Fuel will produce some winners that will represent Northwest Arkansas, beyond Walmart's association with the region. Yeah. It will always be Walmart country,
of course.
But I hope that Fuel will be a catalyst for producing the new age winners.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then how do they get in contact with you? Website, email?
Yeah, so we are local here. We are in Benville. You can also contact us at contact@microgcc.com, microgcc.com. If you search me up on LinkedIn, I'm there, Ravinder Sharma. So, and if you still can't find me, they can get in touch with you.
Yeah.
Right? So Fuel is a big brand. So yeah, but I think discovering us is not an issue. But yeah, I think we are very excited to be operating out of Northwest Arkansas. I think it's a perfect stage for any company. And I also invite, if anyone is listening out of state to this amazing podcast, this is again a success story. The podcast that we are involved in right now, this is another success story. This is a top 2% podcast in its category in the world, right?
Yeah,
so people just don't know this, right? So a lot of great things are happening here. So if anybody is living or listening to this out of state, come on down. I think we have some amazing stuff going on here. If you're a disruptor, if you want to be stimulated as a builder, as an operator, there's a lot going on here, and everybody is very approachable, accessible. They genuinely want to help you. And want to make you successful.
Yeah. So for everybody listening, you should build in Arkansas.
You should build in Arkansas for the world.
For the world.
That's right.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time today, Ravi.
Of course.